And you set up the event today. Can you tell me just how you kind of put the whole thing together?
Well, I woke up at 3 in the morning one day in December and said, oh man, the Women's Alliance should put together some kind of something. And I started talking to the women in the Alliance, and we came up with a march and a rally. And just over the past 3 months, we've just little piece by little piece, we got in touch with about 7 women's organizations, a couple anti-war organizations, and they all opted to come out and have speakers and march with us, and it was real great to celebrate women.
Awesome. So you started planning this about 3 months ago and just kind of organized it around the International Women's Day?
Organized it around, and yeah, I wanted something in March, something with the spring, and then I found out International Women's Day was on the 8th. And we thought that was really perfect, really appropriate. And everybody from Occupy has been so supportive and really, pulled it together.
That's awesome. And you also started the Occupy Women's Alliance.
Yeah, Occupy Women's Alliance.
Can you tell me just like a little bit how you started that and why you started that?
The Women's Alliance was a really loose thing. We literally would, because occupying women are usually the doers. I mean, they always have something to do. They always have meetings. They generally work and occupy part-time. And I really felt like we needed to pool our women energy. So me and Deborah, Mama, started collecting women on Sundays. We would just go around and go, hey man, we're having an alliance meeting. Come and meet us. It's been a really great reunion. A lot of people have taken the winter off. And I wasn't sure if they were going to make it back for my little shindig, but a ton of occupiers came and represented today.
Yeah, I've been kind of worried about that. Just the fact that it's been cold everywhere. Pretty much all the occupations all across the country have been shut down. They shut down Oakland's in November. They shut down Occupy Wall Street's in November. They shut down Occupy Austin about a month ago. Arrested, I think, 5 to 12 people. I can't remember.
There's still one in Oklahoma City.
Still one in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they're still occupied.
So, what do you think about what do you think the future of Occupy is?
I think a lot of what Occupy is doing now, even though we don't have a camp, we're still having actions all the time. We are having actions at least every other week, sometimes every week. And I will tell you, we talk a lot about reoccupying. We are waiting for it to get warmer.
Yes.
April 1st may be something, but we also may use the beginning of May.
Yeah, all right, tell me about the May Day. May 1st, it's a general strike.
May 1st is the general
planned?
strike protest. I'm not actually on that working group because I've been doing this entire last 3 months, but there are working groups. Totally, we are going to have a huge May Day, hopefully reoccupation. But one of the major themes in the Women's Alliance was talking about balance. If you look at nature's lessons, there's no such thing as waste. Everything is recycled, everything's reused. In nature, there's 50% women, so why don't we have 50% women in leadership? Why don't we have that nurturing spirit guiding our policy instead of the whole conquer and destroy? Why can't we do create and nurture? We would talk about how education and healthcare is so much more important than prison and war. We would talk about how we would way rather our economies be sustainable instead of a growth economy, being as how, we live on a finite sphere. If we actually had 50% women creating policy in this country and around the world, we would see a totally different perspective on how we do things in the world. We would see a totally different perspective on consumption. It was great being part of the Women's Alliance and being part of Occupy and having those conversations.